everyone, this is Mindy and welcome back. Today I have a 2-for-1 for you using the same stencil. So we're going to get two different looks, two different cards using the same stencil. Some of these products today are from the Pretty Pink Posh September release, which I will have linked down below. So the stencil I am using today is the Layered Sunflowers stencil from Pretty Pink Posh. It is a 4-piece layering stencil. We'll check in just a moment. So there are many layers to this. That was the first layer. This is the second layer. They are all labeled A, B, C, and D in the bottom right-hand corner. 4 layers of the stencil. This creates the centers, and then we have one for the leaves. Now, what's really fun about this is that the petals are going to slightly overlap each other, and you'll see in just a moment. This comes out so beautiful. I'm going to first start with this as it was intended, which is sunflowers. I'm starting with Wild Dandelion Ink and the first layer of the stencil and ink blending that on a 6x6 piece of white cardstock. When you're ink blending, you want to make sure to go right to left and left to right to get full coverage of the stencil. Then I'm bringing in the second layer of the stencil and I am coming in with Prickly Pear. So this is just a little bit more of a darker yellow, and you'll be able to see once I lift the stencil up how this looks so neat when the petals are overlapping like this. Then I'll bring in the centers, so this is layer C, and for this I'm using Kraft Ink. So I'm starting out with a light brown, but I do want to apply a heavy amount of ink because it does kind of go over the points of the petals in the center, so I want to make sure to cover those. But now what I want to do is bring in a darker brown. This is a dark chocolate, and I'm taking a mini blending brush and just adding that dark color to one side of each of those centers, just to give it a little bit of dimension. So anytime you're adding 2 shades of ink on one layer of a stencil, really steps up the background. Now I'm moving on to the leaves, which is starting with Key Lime Ink. Now every time for my layers, I am matching up the bottom left-hand corner. It is a 6x6 piece of cardstock, so it's going to fit the 6x6 stencil perfectly. Now I'm also adding a dark color here. I believe this was a grass green, just starting from the center, working out to add that darker color and dimension. Off screen, I went ahead and cleaned all my stencils, and I'm going to start the whole process over, but in different colors. So that first layer was Coral Reef. The second layer is Cherry Red, and now I'm using this same stencil, but I'm turning it into a Christmas card. I know that this is probably not quite a poinsettia, but it was close enough for me to be able to get more use out of the stencil. Now for the leaves, I did medium spruce and dark spruce. Notice I skipped the centers. The reason for that is if I were to add yellow to this, it wouldn't cover up the points of the petals that meet in the middle. So instead, I'm bringing in Gold Glitz Glitter Gel, and this is going to fill in kind of that gold in the center of a poinsettia, and also covers up all of those points. So I'm going to peel this up, set this background off on the side to dry, and work on the rest of my sunflower card. So I trimmed my panel down so it's going to fit on a white card base, and I'm using the Wonky stitched rectangles to create kind of a unique frame. I took 2 sizes out of that die set, lined them up together so it creates this perfect frame. This is going to not only add a little bit of interest to the front of the card, but also anchor my sentiment. Now the sentiment I'm using is coming from Potted Sunflowers, which is another new stamp set, and I'm stamping this onto some dark brown cardstock that I'm prepped with an anti-static powder tool. I'm inking up the sentiment in a white pigment ink, and then I'm going to sprinkle on white embossing powder. So once I sprinkle it on, I'll tap off the excess, and then after my heat tool is nice and warmed up, I can come in and melt that embossing powder. Now there isn't a coordinating die for this sentiment, so I am going to fussy cut it. Now for fussy cutting, which is always really tricky for me, but one of the key things is to move the cardstock, not your scissors. And that's the best way to try and be able to get to fussy cut. It is just kind of a work in progress for me, but I think it turned out pretty good. Now also on that Potted Sunflowers stamp set is this little arrangement of sunflowers that I thought would be super cute to put on the bottom of the frame. And I'm just coloring them with my Olo markers. I don't have the exact colors listed at the top, but it's just two different shades of yellow. I'm not even blending together. I just added a line of the darker color just to kind of show some definition to it, or just kind of highlight those petals a little bit. I'm going to bring in a light brown to start off with in the center. And then I'm going to add in another brown that's kind of my medium color, and I'll bring in a dark brown to add a little bit of that contrast to the one side. And then finishing off with the leaves. So the Olo markers are an alcohol-based marker that I've been just kind of practicing with right now. After it's colored, I'm going to use the coordinating die to die cut out my arrangement. Now for finishing off my card, I did go ahead and attach my background to an A2 size card panel, but I'm taking a white gel pen and adding little dots to the sunflowers, and I'm also going to add little highlights to the leaves. And I apologize, finishing off the card, I must have hit the stop recording button, so I didn't get to show you how I finished it, but I can talk about it. So the frame is added to the front of the card with a thin foam strip, and then added the sunflowers to the bottom and the sentiment in the middle with foam squares as well. So some of this you'll be able to see as I finish off my poinsettia background. So I'm going to go ahead and trim that down. I also went ahead and created my frame. I have the Angel Friends stamp set here, and I want to have that banner go across my frame. Off screen, I went ahead, stamped and heat embossed the sentiment and that banner onto red cardstock, and I had my frame trimmed out, but to see the poinsettias behind that frame, it was almost too much, so I die cut out that frame, but just the panel, I didn't create a frame, out of vellum, and then layered that with some double-sided tape to adhere that together, and now I'm adding the foam strips behind it, which is what I did for the sunflower card as well. So this vellum is acting as a diffuser to that background. Otherwise, it was just way too overpowering for those poinsettias to be coming through that frame. So the vellum is definitely a great trick to keep in mind. So then I can also go ahead and add the banner to the front of that with foam squares as well. And I almost forgot one of my favorite parts, which was adding the highlights to the leaves. So since we have the glitter gel in the center, I couldn't add it to the center, but it looks really neat on the leaves. So there we have two totally different card themes using the same exact stencil. I think this is great when I can get multiple uses out of a stencil like that. I will have all of the supplies linked down below in the video description and over on my blog as well. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you soon.